something rotten is about us today, and that is Rotpriest here in the Simic list. I'm excited to break it down. This is a Platinum to Mythic featured list on Wizards deck list. Now, a couple of key pieces here you'll find in the timestamps where I'll cover the strategy objective of this one here. It's a standard best of 3 list, so we'll also cover boarding and go play that Magic as we always do. Pull it all back together, have a fun time, and let's get moving. Now, before we do, if you have a question or comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. On top of that, come swing by the Discord server, join the community there as well. All right, so here's what we got going on. This is a pretty crafty deal here, if you ask me. A couple of key pieces. Obviously, it revolves around Rotpriest. And if you're not familiar with this card, Venerated Rotpriest has a toxic 1, but also whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. So essentially, as long as you're targeting your own creatures and have Venerated Rotpriest out, that is going to trigger and give poison counters. So you don't even need to necessarily do the damage. You just keep these things on the board and go to town. And look at how low to the ground this deck list and curve list is. Ridiculous. So much stuff 2 and under. Most of it's in 1. Absolutely positively ridiculous, like I said. So a couple of other key cool pieces about this. So it's pretty much return. You can play around, shore up, slip out the back, again phasing out, making your stuff bigger. Drawing a target creature gets -1 -0. You can draw cards. Permanent you gets indestructible and hexproof. Same thing, March of the Swirling Mist. You can phase out Tyvar Stance. So much protection. You almost want to think about playing this thing on your turn 2, depending on what you're playing, because then you can just keep it alive and go to town. Now, we also have the ability to go look here with Experimental Augury. Not having more Shredders could be really nice in this list as well, but this one only runs 1. It is also focused on Storm Chaser Drake here. This thing, whenever it becomes target of a spell, you can also draw a card. So you get lots of draw ability there. We also are running Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. So this thing is pretty nifty in this one too, because whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell. The copy targets Ivy, so you can target the Rotpriest, hit Ivy again. That's going to get more triggers, which are pretty sweet. We also have Invasion of Ikoria here. This thing's going to give you 1 massive dinosaur, 8/8, and for each non-human creature you control, you may have that creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked, and then so essentially it can just go through. Same with this thing. And then whenever this enters the battlefield, search your library and or graveyard for a non-human creature with value X or less. So you can pay 1 to go find Rotpriest, pay 2 to go find any of your other stuff. So this is really only a 4 casting cost, which is great. And then last, we have Croaking Counterpart here. Create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, except it's a 1/1 green frog. So you can copy any of these things that really matter for you in terms of playing around. And again, Venerated Rotpriest. So you do have a couple other outs, which is pretty sweet. Again, this one's kind of a nifty Simic list that we're gonna have a blast with here today. So again, questions, comments, let me know. Let's go ahead and talk about boarding. So we got aggro, mid-range, and late game. Aggro list, you're really going to want to focus on taking things off the board. So these are helpful against the artifact enchantment list. We also have things like witness protection here. Enchant creature loses all abilities as a green citizen. These are nice against your opponents that are running aggro. Additionally here, Sword of Once and Future can be really helpful because you got protection from blue and black. This can be helpful to help make your creatures survive or make them a little bit bigger as well. And let's see here. And those will be the key ones for you from that space. And then as you move into mid-range, you might want to start thinking about Spell Pierce. You might want to start to think about Disdainful Stroke. Again, these ones, Canker Bloom, could be some good ideas as well. If they're more on that enchantment, more on the non-creature based spells, that's kind of how you want to think about it. And then late game, top end, again, Sword of Once and Future is nice. Disdainful Stroke, potentially Spell Pierce. And again, playing around with what they want. And if you got some real problems, you can pop in Pithing Needle. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So that's how you can shut down some Planeswalkers decks, kind of a thing like that. All right, so Simic Rotpriest here. Let's go ahead. We talked about strategy objective. You got really the kind of pass go stuff. more mid-range late game depending on what you're doing, but it is such a low curve. You could maybe say aggro depending on how you run around and what you play. So all right, here we go for our standard best of one, and then we'll go into a standard best of three match. Let's see here, standard play, ranked. We got to go grab our Rotpriest. Now, we did just run this Lesnia artifacts list. You can check out, pretty fun one. We have a ton of other things here in decks on the channel that you should absolutely take a look at. All right, we got Bike. Bike it is. I like it. We do have Rotpriest. I was going to say, one of the recommendations I have is if you can have that thing first. Our opponent does go first. We do have a little bit more of a control thing, so we're going to wait on that. I'm hoping we can get this in. If we get countered here, we're going to probably cry. Alright, good. We don't need to cry. Good. That's okay. So we got 3 hits on this thing that we can use and play around. That's 3 hits plus a 1 hit would put it at 4. So we're almost halfway on turn 3. Got their Mirax. Let's see what they do. So that's 1 hit. And then we're gonna do this on the stack. So not only do they have to try and take it out, they also get the 1/1. I figured they might have 2, so there's 3. Unfortunate we didn't have more on that, because that would have been absolutely positively bonkers. It would have been bonkers on that. And now we're kind of in a problem space because we don't have a creature. So we got a 5-color domain list, it looks like. Let's do this for now. And I think if we could have been lucky enough to keep that thing on the board, the game probably would have been over. But that is how Magic goes. And again, the importance of having that card kind of in your opening hand, and why it makes a huge difference as well. Now we're just stuck. We're just stuck, which is too bad. That's unfortunate. Now again, we almost have lethal. If we could survive. Oh, now nothing we can do. We're gonna give them the good game because they'll pop 1 and we'll go away. But you can see how this deck can build momentum really, really quickly. Just not quite enough there in terms of that one. It happens. All right, we'll go into our best of 3 though here now. Let's switch over to best of 3. So exposing the weakness and exposing the strength of this list right away in our first lineup with our Simic Rotpriest there. One more land if we would have been first. Maybe that would have been it. Instead, Ninjor. Again, ideally, you're probably going to want to go hard on the opening here. We'll play first. We did start with a Rotpriest. Keep it. We do need to play that first right away. We do have the ability to protect it as well. So we will do that. All right. Ooh, another one. Now they'll probably do it. Let it go. So here is also then where you can phase out 2 less to cast for each one. Any number of blue cards, the spell costs 2 less to cast for each card. You can phase out both of these, giving us, putting them at 3 here on the next turn. So if we do this, 2, let's select any number of blue cards to exile. We could get rid of this. I like this one because we're gonna have another one. This one's still more expensive, so let's see if we can get away with that. There we go. And my friends, this is the beautiful thing about this. And this is also at instant speed. Okay, 1. And that is a Rotpriest list. Success. Right there. Right there. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, what we should consider flipping in here, I'm going to dump Experimental Augury. We're going to grab in the Spell Pierce. Additionally, what can be helpful here, again, the Canker Blooms, like I said, this is better, again, like against those aggro lists, as an example. The other things, get rid of exile enchantments if you need. The sword here could be helpful, because this is protects from blue and black, which we saw here as well. I do like these. The Shredder's nice. I'm gonna keep what we have for now. I'm gonna keep this. We'll go to the second one. That was a really, really nice play. Let's see what we get here. We don't have our stuff. I'm gonna mulligan. Here's a Rotpriest. We'll keep this. I'll drop 1 slip. We don't have the right mana though, which could end up being problematic. I'll play the 1. Missing the land hurts. What do we get here? Let's see. They did it right away. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Here we go. We do have this again. Now we do have gains hexproof and indestructible. Gains hexproof and indestructible. There we go. The 2 of them is pretty nasty. Let's see if we can survive here, though. Ooh, they went for it. They went for it. And unfortunately, we are stuck. We're very stuck right here.
Phyrexia has minions, but I have friends.
And we're still stuck. Oh, painful. Painful, painful, painful.
Sometimes the winning move is to sit and watch.
Fun Grixis list that we have here.
I've got a good feeling.
Here we go. This is what we needed. Counterspell? Counterspell? Nope. Alright. We're good. Oh, we don't want to play that. We'd have to phase it out, which we don't have. We don't have the phase out. Ah.
Keep both eyes open.
Oh, there's their filigree.
Stay alert. Something's up.
Oh, got another one of these. Let's see. Let's see. If we can get a Rotpriest back on, we might be okay. But we've already lost 2. Not a lot left. We need to get some other stuff in there. And our opponent does have...
Sometimes the winning move is to sit and watch.
Great recovery here in cards. They got more lands. They got filigree.
Thanks for the help, Pom-Pom-Shot.
Ooh, and Lily. Lily's gonna be a problem for
A
us.
fight? And you think you can win? Don't overthink things.
Oh, so sad. So sad. Now, this can be a win condition here. Move 10 oil counters, permanents you control.
Phyrexia's secrets won't stay hidden for long.
We will get smoked.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
We'll take one more draw, and then we'll go to the next match, because we'll end up getting smoked by Lily anyway. We're gonna run out of stuff here.
Take it easy. I've got this.
Alright, we'll go to the next one. We'll go to the next one. Try it again. Rotpriest. We didn't even get any of these other stuff. We did get Ivy on once, I guess. This is fun though. The Rotpriest. Simic Rot. Come on. No, we don't have it, but we got some other stuff. So I'm actually gonna keep this because of that. I'm gonna start with the Drake. I'm assuming they're gonna try and kill us either way. Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we got the ability to play around, we got the ability to control here a little bit. Question is it gonna be enough? This we can slip. Could have killed it with this too, but I actually want the land. Oh, where are you? Where are you, Rotpriest?
The final moment of your lives. Phyrexia spreads.
Here we go.
Phyrexia
We do want to take some of this stuff off quickly because they're going to gain fast here. That thing's going to be a pain as well.
We know nothing of Phyrexia's plan.
Now they're going to put it on Filigree on the stack here. Now you can crack that whenever you want. Ooh, good news is they gave us way more here. So we survived. And we still have our spell pierce. So Vraska's still got the go down. Proliferate, deal 1. We can start going to the face maybe again too. We'll have to make a decision here. All that.
You ready, Pom-Pom-Chan? Time to put our skills to the test.
That was the one I wanted to get.
Embrace the inevitable.
So if we do shore up, that will make us much larger here. It's actually
I'll
possible
handle this one.
that we could have lethal. So we got 6. So this is 6 here. I can play this. We'll go to 8. We'll be within 3. It's not quite enough to kill him yet. We can phase out on our guys. I'm gonna go to the face. We really needed another one of these, but we're okay for now. So we can play the slip outs, make them bigger. They're not gonna have lethal here.
Thanks for the help, Pom-Pom-chan.
All right, so there we go. So now we have lethal. They can't wipe anything. They're at 4.
Huh. Even I learned something.
We only need to keep one of those on the board. We also have this here. Yes! Love it. Something is rotten with Simic Rot. And we did it a different way, which was really nice. Oh, a lot of fun here today with this list. Lots of playing around, lots of good stuff. Great motions, nice. We cleaned the house on all of those. Big rewards. Again, so to pull this back together here, we played Simic Rotpriest. Something is rotten, like I said. A really fun list. We saw the strengths, we saw the weaknesses. We did lose the best of 1. We split in the best of 3. You can kind of tell, like I said, pretty quickly whether this thing's going to connect and rip or not. That double Rotpriest, Venerated Rotpriest is just absolutely rips. So we got a big W, which is always nice. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Questions, comments, let me know because I love to hear from you. Come swing by the Discord server, join the community there too. Great interactions, great communities. Thank you to everyone, and thank you. I just want to say thank you for your support. Appreciate the likes and the subs as we grow this great community. On top of that, we got a lot of great Magic the Gathering content available to you here on the channel, and more coming all the time. If you got questions, come ask. Like I said, we got a great group. On top of that, we'll see you soon. Something's rotten. Make use of this list. Again, a fun Platinum to Mythic one that I think you'll enjoy, and certainly we did today. We'll see you soon. Mythras out of here. Take care.